Hey y'all, I just finished work for the day. I have 3 golf clubs that sold over the weekend that I'm about to drop off at UPS, and then I'm gonna go sourcing and take y'all along with me to see if I can find any golf clubs to resell on eBay. All right, got the packages dropped off. Now we're gonna head into the PGA store and see if we can find any clubs to sell. Sold 3 clubs over the weekend, so not too bad, but hopefully we can find some more clubs in the PGA store to list tonight.
This PGA store is really close to my office. I head here almost every day on the way home from work, and I've had a lot of really good luck and awesome finds in this store. Something that not a lot of people know about is that you can negotiate on used club prices in the PGA store if you're kind and respectful about it. I've done it a couple times, and this store is really open to negotiating on their used club prices. As always, I go into the store and I go to the putter section immediately because putters sell really fast on eBay. The first club that I came across today was this Mez 1 Lab putter for only $300. This normally sells online for $400 to $450, but this one looks like it went through an absolute blender, so I did pass on it and decided to leave it behind. The next putter I did bring home with me. This is a Ping Scottsdale pick 'em up putter. So the back of this putter is used to pick up balls on the green. It was only $50, so I did decide to bring this one home with me. It sells for about $100 to $110 online. Okay, so I have to stop and interject here. When I first walked up to the putting section, there was an individual that was using this putter and he was hitting about 10 to 15 putts with it, and decided to put it back in the used section and then walked off. At that point, I walked up to it, saw it was only $50 and knew it was a steal. I also had a $10 gift card or reward points with me for all the clubs that I buy at this PGA store. So I picked this club up knowing that I was going to take it home for $40. It sells online for about $100 to $110. So I knew it was a good pickup for me. I went over to the used iron sections, which we're going to show here in a second. But he actually came up to me and told me that he wanted to buy that putter. And I told him that I wanted to buy it as well. And then he had put it down and he actually let me go off and purchase it. And if you are a reseller or you're in the reselling game, let me know what the unspoken rule is here. I thought if you put it down and walk away from it, that I was safe to pick it up, and I had dibs on it at that point. But let me know if you had a situation like this where somebody came up and said, hey, I actually was going to buy that, even though you're the one left holding it. So I'm very thankful I got to take this home. But let me know if I broke any rules there, because I don't think I did, but I feel like I was in the right. Let me know in the comments. So over in the used iron section, I always check out the driving irons. These sell for anywhere from $100 to $200 depending on the make and brand. I didn't find anything here. These pink chippers used to be very rare, but they've been out for about a year and a half, 2 years now, and they always go for $150 brand new. PXG wedges. This is a probably video in and of itself. PXG is a pretty controversial brand. These sell on eBay for $50. So in this condition at $50, I did decide to pass on them. I have been selling wedges really well lately, but I just couldn't find one that I was happy with here to find the ROI that could give back at least 2x what I bought it for. So I did head over to the hybrid section, and in the hybrid section I did see this Cobra Rad Speed 1 length hybrid for $89. I actually have one of these listed for $89 that I got for I think $35 to $40, so I was happy to see the price there. This may be my biggest regret of the day. This is a Mizuno ST Max driver. That first one was right around $400, but this one was $184. These sell online for about $260 to $280. This one had a pretty big gash on the crown here of the club, and it looked like it had been hit pretty aggressively, but for $185, I'm still kind of regretting this. Let me know down in the comments if I should have picked this up, but I did leave it behind.
All right, really good find on the putter at the PGA store. Next, we're gonna head into a Goodwill. The parking lot is packed. I don't think we'll find anything here, but it's definitely worth a try.
Goodwills scare me, and I say that because I am spoiled shopping in PGA stores or Golf Galaxies or Play It Again Sports, where things are pretty much well organized. All the Goodwills in my area, it is absolute chaos. You never know where any of the items are going to be. As far as golf clubs go, they are all over the place or nowhere at all to be found, and I end up getting flustered when I go into Goodwill. In this particular Goodwill, I did come across this putting mat. I've never picked one of these up before, but for $5, I decided to take a chance on it. I think I have it listed for about $30 right now. The next stop was my favorite Play It Again Sports. I walked in here today and did not record anything, but I did end up finding these three left-handed tailor-made super steel burners. I bought them for $5 each. I think my total was just over $16. It'll show at the end, but I currently have these listed for $60. They sell pretty well on eBay.
Final stop of the day is Goodwill. I was here just last Friday, so I doubt we find anything in here, but we'll see if anything new came in over the weekend.
Okay, last Goodwill of the day. I was spiraling here. I almost bought this Craftsman toolbox for $5. I've never bought one of these before. I've never seen one of these before. I don't know what the comps are, and that was when I knew I needed to go home. But just as I was about to leave the store, they rolled out a new bin that had this Jeep luggage situation that, again, it was $20. I felt like there could be some value there, but there were no comps on eBay, so I sat here for 10 minutes trying to decide to buy it and ended up leaving it behind. Okay, so to wrap up this video, my goal behind this channel is to be completely transparent with y'all. I'm currently in a phase right now where I have been selling almost a club a day in the month of June, and it has been my best month so far. My last video goes over the changes that I made in order to increase my sales to allow me to hit my goal of selling one club per day. I've had a really amazing month in June, and July is already off to a great pace, and I owe that to my three main rules. My first rule being don't buy something unless you know the profit margin is there. Don't force a buy. What I do is make sure that at a minimum, I will get 100% ROI safely on anything I purchase. So do not force yourself to buy something just to build inventory. I'm at a place right now where my inventory is very scarce. I like to be 50 to 60 items. I'm at 43 items after today. I sold two clubs and boxed them. I was filming and editing this video and only bought 3 items today to put back in my inventory. Number 2 is source aggressively. So I go as much as I can, as part-time basis as I can with 3 kids and a full-time job, to go out and source at least one place a day to make sure that I'm continuing to feed my eBay store with good items that people will like. And as I am so niched down, I think it's important for me to begin to explore other areas of expertise. I have my eye on baseball bats. I think that is an untapped area for me that I come across baseball bats all the time, but do not know anything as much as I know golf clubs. So I do need to do some research there. I'm sure there's some really good content out there. And then number 3, you have got to document what you are purchasing and how much you purchase for. My first probably 6 months on eBay, I did not do that very well. And I'm sharing Flipwise with you all right now so you can see my metrics for the month of June. Flipwise is an app that you do have to pay for. I'm not affiliated with it in any way, but at a minimum, make sure that you're at least using Excel. And if you want to check out Flipwise, it's go.flipwise.app. I highly recommend it, but again, I don't get anything for it. It's just a tool out there that if you choose to utilize it, go for it. And finally, again, like I said, I'm being completely transparent with you. So I'm showing my inventory for the 3 items that I bought today, exactly what I bought them for here on the screen. I think that I have an awesome sale, a once in a lifetime opportunity on something that I'm going to go purchase tomorrow for $200. I cannot wait to show you all what it is. It's one of those things that it's my kind of fourth unspoken rule. Don't buy things that you want to keep for yourself. And the temptation is absolutely there with this item. So stay posted for either later in the week, if not next week, where I'll show what I bought and how much I'm planning to sell it for. I'll also throw a short out there. If this video offered anything for you that you learned, please put it down in the comments. If you have any advice of how to make these videos better, please also put it in the comments. My whole goal behind this YouTube journey was just to document my journey, and I'm starting to get more and more people following, and it just blows my mind when I wake up and people are commenting or I have another subscriber. I never dreamed that in the short amount of videos that I put out that I would have almost 500 people wanting to follow along or learn along or just want to laugh at me on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So it means the world to me. Thank you so much for taking your time and watching this video. If there's anything I can do to help you, please drop it down in the comments and I will answer every single thing that I can. Until then, I hope that you find something incredible to resell on eBay this week to either start your journey or get you to where you want to be in your journey. If you don't have a goal on eBay, I highly suggest you do. I'm doing all of this just to take my wife on a 10-year marriage anniversary trip to Italy in 2026. Yeah, 2026. So I have some time there. If my wife is watching this, I'm sorry. I had a brain cramp. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.